Well, I'm going to fight back the tears on that one. I was asked to be the closer for today, and I wrote 3 things down last night that I had to do, and that was to thank you all for coming, thank the speakers, they were incredible, and thank our sponsors, which Dave talked about. And then I thought I would just take notes today and see if I could come up with a theme. And Joel started out our morning by talking about the disconnect that we experienced and how much we've all learned the importance of connectivity. I think we were taking that for granted. And so this pandemic, although it's been really hard and it's not a fun way to go into retirement, you can ask me, because I went right from being mayor to being isolated in my house. But the connectivity is so critical, and we cannot forget that lesson. And so to me, what I was hearing today was a theme of connectivity. It's connectivity within our communities, connectivity within our region, and connectivity on all different levels, whether it's with our neighborhoods, whether it's in person, whether it's transportation getting us around and helping us be connected. I've pretty much, when you have more time to think and you're not working 60 hours a week, you can reflect on things that have been accomplished or not accomplished. And there are 2 concepts that I pretty much have lived my adult life by. And one is, and I use this statement so often in trying to solve problems, especially with people who were at odds with each other. I would say we have more in common than we have in differences. So let's focus on those things we have in common, and we'll work out our differences. And the other one is a statement I've had on my email signature forever, and it keeps getting thrown back at in my face, which is a good thing because people are seeing it. It's amazing what you can accomplish if you don't care who gets the credit. I can't tell you how joyful I feel today, seeing you all here, knowing that even 6, 7 years ago, we wouldn't have this array of people in the room. That was the biggest frustration we had, is people were not the boundaries. We had these invisible lines that were just dividing us. And we do have a unique situation. I think Wisconsin has this tendency to pit counties against counties and municipalities against municipalities. And we leaders in this room are breaking down those barriers. And we have to, because it's holding us back as a region, it's holding us back as individuals, and all of our communities will be better if we work together. When I'm talking about problems or issues, over the last couple of years, I started using the concept of a jigsaw puzzle. And I actually had a 500-piece jigsaw puzzle in my desk, and I could flop it on my desk, and all these pieces were laying there. Well, to solve the problem, you have to see how all those important pieces fit together. And that's what I see us doing here. I am so excited and proud to see the way MobiliSE has grown, and I thank all of you who have been involved in that over the years. We spent many hours in our meetings debating and talking, but we weren't, finding the actions were like trying to grab a hold of Jell-O. Well, now I see that we as an organization have solidified more as the convener, which we're doing today. We're an and organization, not a but or a no or an anti. We're here to help push forward the idea that all the different elements of making the complete puzzle are important and should all be included. And that includes, when we're talking about moving people, cars. We are a car culture, but we need to be able to get people and coexist, cars, bikes, people, motorcycles, pedestrians. How do we learn to better coexist? And by doing that, we'll be a more dramatic and a more forceful region. I'm excited to see the new leaders coming in and building on ideas and having vision and more confidence to break down those barriers. So keep that up, everyone. I want to have a call to action. And so these are my notes. They're just absolute scribbles, so I'm going to try and read all of that. I will say, as I mentioned, MobiliSE, and I think the whole region, spent a lot of time talking. I remember when I was first elected, reaching out to another leader in the community and saying, help me understand, what's the Greater Milwaukee Committee? What is why do we keep getting task forces? And I feel like we do this every 3 or 4 years. I feel like we're in Groundhog Day. Anybody else has felt that way about the history of Milwaukee? Well, I feel like we've grown out of that, and that is fantastic. So now my call to action to all of you, let's build on that momentum, and let's speed it up. Let's help educate others. Talk about what you have experienced in this room, whether it's your peers, whether it's your neighbors. Push that education up the ladder and for the people who work for you or with you. And I do think we have to not just talk within our professional peers, but talk to your friends and neighbors about the importance of this. Get them excited about the possibilities that we can grow. Be patient and persistent. This stuff most people who are not in, especially government, think, why don't they just do this? Why don't they? Well, it takes time to build this. It takes a vision. It takes tenacity. So I ask all of you to continue to build on that persistence and be patient in the process. We need to expand beyond our county borders or our invisible municipal borders. That was mentioned today as well. Expand the advocacy, the education, as I mentioned, the ups and downs. Mayor Johnson mentioned we have to address the issues at the root cause. That is very, very true, and we have to remember that. And we have to figure out how we can work more collaboratively with the public. Goodbye, Kevin. Congratulations, Kevin. We have to build on the public and private interests and partnerships. And we have to make what we're doing seamless for the user. That means breaking down those walls, because people don't care that 124th Street is the end of Milwaukee County when they're trying to go on the bus from their home out to Waukesha. So let's build on that. And I just, again, say thank you for being here. This is fantastic.